Hello everyone, welcome back to Display TV. Happy New Year! I'm your host Sarah Pribis, and I see some friends in the chat. Hi Tim Dozer, hi Ildiko, it's so good to see all of you. Nicholas, I see you are so excited for trivia, so let me tell you, you've got 15 more minutes. Can you make it? I know you said it's very late there right now, 1:44 a.m., so props to you for staying up. But we do. We have 10 questions, 10 fresh questions coming up, and a stack of $500 to give away. And I'm even going to give away a little trivia answer right now, just because you're hanging out with me. Jenny, New York did not get snow, not at my neighborhood. I was waiting for it all day, but I did not get it. I hear a lot of people did get snow though. Yeah, Happy New Year, Ebenezer. So good to see you. Very excited to be back. Very excited to have our first trivia game tonight of 2022. That's kind of a big deal. And yeah, back in my element with my people, my favorite people. All right, so how are we feeling? Are we feeling rusty? Do we need a practice question? The practice question will be a very real question later on in tonight's game. That's the cool part. So right now it's practice. Doesn't matter if you get it wrong, okay? And later on, you're gonna know the answer because I'm gonna tell it to you. But we're gonna practice, we're gonna play along for fun right now and see if you know it. So this is for my foodies. This is for all my foodies out there. Did we all eat well over the holidays? I sure did. I definitely ate probably too many sweets, a lot of meat, all kinds of stuff. But it's okay. I enjoyed myself. So let's see. There's the element of actually enjoying food and then, you know, the knowledge of food. So let's see if we actually have the trivia knowledge that we need to answer this question. Andy Akiko says he's rusty. Well, good thing you're here, Andy. It's good to see you. Tim Dozer saying Seattle snow got washed away by the rain. I love doing weather forecasts of various places in the country. Okay, but let's return to the element at hand, trivia. We need to know how you're gonna do in tonight's game. This is just dipping our toes in the water to see if you know the answer to this question. Okay, here we go. Gavage is a technique used in creating which of the following culinary delicacies? Wagyu beef, foie gras, mozzarella cheese. Gavage is a technique used in creating which of the following culinary delicacies? Friends, no, don't Google this one. Just see if you can answer it on your own, right? For fun. This one's for no loss, no gain. Doesn't matter. Let's see if you know it. Let's see who got it. Okay. I see 46% of you, 54% of you know the answer to this one. You don't need my help. Bravo. Do we know what gavage is? Gavage is kind of what happened to me over the holidays, the thing that I just talked about. Yeah, it's overfeeding the animals that are used to make foie gras, basically. So bam, 51% of you knew that. Well done. And to the rest of you, the 49% of you that didn't, you now know the correct answer to question 8 in tonight's trivia game is foie gras. Do we like foie gras, or do folks like it? I do. I'm a fan. But not after kind of understanding the process. Would I still eat it? I don't know. That's not what we're trying to find out today, so I have time to figure that out. Okay, we have the answer to question 8. Trivia starting in 12 minutes from now. We're going to come back in just a bit with some of your content, and we're going to start a new challenge for 2022. I want all of you to get involved because we're going to be showing your content all week long on Display TV. We'll be right back. Hello everyone! Welcome to your very first trivia game of 2022. I am your host, Sarah Pribis, and I'm here to help us ring in the new year. And you know what that means. New year, new questions. But although the facts might be brand spanking new, I'm still your trusty trivia host, your quiz queen, your hostess with the mostest, your display bae. Whether you watched the ball drop, raised a glass, or hummed along to Auld Lang Syne, because let's face it, nobody actually knows the words to that song. Let odd acquaintance be forgot. Shake off the cobwebs of the last 2 weeks. Let's get in gear for some brand new games. In case you're still crawling out of your holiday hibernation and need a quick refresh, here are the rules. You'll have 10 seconds to answer each of the following 10 questions. Unlike the rest of your week, they're going to get harder as we go. Make sure you're connected to Wi-Fi and that you're holding your phone vertically for optimal gameplay. And make sure to choose your answers very carefully, because once you tap, there's no going back. Nope, it's like jumping into an ice cold frozen lake. How are we doing? Who's here? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone. I'm just gonna stall for a moment to let a few more people get into this game. They're tardy for the party, but we don't want to let them not join the trivia party, right? B. Matt, thank you. I do. This is my Vanna Red, right? Because I'm wearing the red dress tonight. Okay, this is my Vanna Red demonstration of the vertical hold of the phone. Let's go. Zane2102 is ready to go. All right. Hello. Hi, Dang. Welcome from the Philippines. Okay, have I given everyone enough time to get in here? Okay, I think so. Who's ready to take the polar plunge? Let's go. It's time for display trivia. Question 1. Which of these shows uses the tagline, live from New York, it's Saturday night? Saturday Night Live, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, Paw Patrol. Which of these shows uses the tagline, live from New York, it's Saturday night? Saturday Night Live, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, Paw Patrol. I've always wanted to say this line. In fact, sometimes I just do. Coming out of the shower to my cat, live from New York. Finding the best, most ripe bananas at Trader Joe's, live from New York. Picking up my boyfriend's mom from the airport after she had a 10-hour delay, live from New York, Lisbeth, it's Saturday night. She really loved it. Yeah, she did. It really is a great catch-all line, no matter the time of day or day of the week. It basically means, hush up and pay attention, because I'm about to put you in absolute stitches. Live from New York, we are. It is, in fact, Saturday Night Live. 97% of you got that. Well done. It's only Monday night here, but I hope we're making your Monday a little better. Here's Q2. The tides on Earth do all the following except ebb, flow, give kisses. The tides on Earth do all of the following except ebb, flow, give kisses. The Earth's ocean tides are really only out here just doing two things. At least they do them really, really well. None of this jack of all trades, master of none thing. No, the tides stick to their strengths and avoid their weaknesses. In business, this is what we call finding your niche. Also, they're pretty spot on when it comes to taking direction. The moon is constantly telling them what to do, and these tides, they show up and they get the job done. Going in, going out, going in, going out. But at the same time, they're not afraid to take initiative. Have you heard of erosion? It's them. These waves ebb and flow and not much else. 92% of you are ebbing and flowing with this quiz, and I love to see it. Here's Q3. The White House hosts an annual egg roll for what holiday? Lunar New Year, Easter, Labor Day. The White House hosts an annual egg roll for what holiday? Lunar New Year, Easter, Labor Day. I might not be affiliated with the White House, but I have hosted my fair share of egg rolls. And I am a good host too. I have always greeted the egg rolls politely as I invite them into my mouth. Oh, they love it there. It's very warm. And usually when I'm hosting egg rolls, I'm also hosting all their friends too. Crab rangoons, maybe a wonton soup. Pro tip, sometimes if you order enough, they'll send one for free. Usually always spills on the way over, but hey, I didn't pay for it. And don't forget the crispy noodles. Never forget the crispy noodles. Chinese takeout, now that is an event. It might not have all the pomp and circumstance of the White House's Easter egg roll, but I heard the Easter Bunny might stop by. Yes, Easter was our answer. 92% of you knew that. Let's do Q4. This setting on a camera determines how much light enters the lens. Aperture, shutter speed, ISO. This setting on a camera determines how much light enters the lens. Aperture, shutter speed, ISO. Oof, this question is for serious photographers only. I have finally come to terms with the fact that just because I take 100 selfies a day, I cannot call myself a photographer. By that same token, I am not a sculptor because I helped my nephew make spaghetti out of Play-Doh. I am also not a musician just because I picked out the perfect ringtone for when an unlisted phone number calls. And yes, it is Who Can It Be Now by Men at Work. But hey, let's not get carried away. Let's give photographers some credit. The real ones have to know what all these terms mean and how to use them. That's an art. It is. I see it on display. Aperture is how to open your lens and is therefore how much light gets in. Yes, you saw the light, 89%. Love it. Question 5. New HBO spinoff, And Just Like That, killed off a longtime character in the first episode with what workout device? Mirror, Bowflex, Peloton. New HBO spinoff, And Just Like That, killed off a longtime character in the first episode with what workout device? Mirror, Bowflex, Peloton. Killing off a main character. Now that has main character energy. Is this exercise machine trying to steal the show? Does it think that just because Kim Cattrall didn't come back for the reboot that there's room for another cast member? Sweetie, you need to stay in your lane. These ladies have been at it for over 2 decades now. And yes, if you were paying attention, I did just give away the HBO show on which this event occurred. The best part about this death by exercise? Completely preventable with some CPR and a quick 911 call, but where's the drama in that? Are you ready for the dramatic reveal? It was a Peloton bike that killed Mr. Big from Sex and the City. I hope I didn't spoil that for you. No, 84% of you seem to know that somehow. Lovely. Question 6. In Thai cuisine, the word pad generally refers to what type of dish? Soup, noodles, buns. In Thai cuisine, the word pad generally refers to what type of dish? Soup, noodles, buns. This word in Thai cuisine is ruined for me because of one particular phrase, bachelor pad, which sounds like it should be an awesome place to hang out with all of your girlfriends while you watch The Bachelor. Bachelor pad is actually a nice way of saying an unfurnished apartment with one poster of Jimi Hendrix and one of every Quentin Tarantino movie. I think a better word for this might be a launching pad, because boys, you need to use this as a springboard and get it together. What I'm trying to say is, if you call your house a bachelor pad, the chances of you staying a bachelor remain very, very high. But pad in Thai food, as you might see in Pad Thai or in Pad CU, means noodle. Yes, 93%, well done. Okay, Q7. Achilles is the subject of which epic poem? The Aeneid, the Iliad, Dante's Inferno. Achilles is the subject of which epic poem? The Aeneid, the Iliad, Dante's Inferno. Okay, epic poem? More like epic fail. Babe, I don't need you to rhyme for 2,000 lines. That's not at all how I'd like you to prove your love to me. It would take a lot less time and be a lot more impactful if you would just, I don't know, take out the trash without being asked every once in a while, or, you know, just you pick a place to eat. Stop asking me if you're gonna shut down every idea. Getting someone's affection seems to be a common reason why people have historically written poetry, but some of these epic poems were written to recount major heroic exploits, like that of Achilles in the Trojan War. Well done. The Iliad it was. 85% of you got that. Let's do Q8, which you'll know if you tuned into the pre-show. Gavage is a technique used in creating which of the following culinary delicacies? Wagyu beef, foie gras, mozzarella cheese. Gavage is a technique used in creating which of the following culinary delicacies? Wagyu beef, foie gras, mozzarella cheese. I love how culinary techniques always have these super fancy names, but tend to actually be really simple. Hey, can you julienne these vegetables for me? Excuse me? Yeah, julienne them, just slice them really thinly. Okay, you could have just said that. No matter your profession, chef or not, we really should mean what we say and say what we mean. Don't say, I need you to flambe that steak. Keep it simple, just say, hey, light this piece of meat on fire. Gavage is the practice of force-feeding geese and ducks to fatten them up and then use their fatty livers as foie gras. Oh yeah, no, I'm not hungry now. Ew. 94% of you got that. You're hungry for Q9. Let's do it. The device that initiated the printing revolution was invented in the same century as what world event? The fall of the Aztec Empire, the birth of Henry VIII, the decline of the Japanese shogunate. The device that initiated the printing revolution was invented in the same century as what world event? The fall of the Aztec Empire, the birth of Henry VIII, the decline of the Japanese shogunate. I'll tell you about the only printing revolution that matters. And that was when I finally got an HP inkjet for my apartment instead of waiting in line at the nearest FedEx office center every time I needed to print a copy of my resume. It was inconvenient, but that's showbiz, baby. Do you know how embarrassing it is to have to pull up that file in front of strangers? It's no one's business that I played the skull in Hamlet. That is between me and the casting director, who is going to politely say, thank you, we've seen enough. But the device that started the historical printing revolution is the printing press, invented by Johannes Gutenberg in the 15th century. Even though Henry VIII ruled in the 16th, he was born in a century prior. And it's time for you to rule in the final question. Question 10. The compound measured by the Schuh scale can be used as a topical gel to treat all of the following except arthritis, cellulitis, diabetic neuropathy. The compound measured by the Schuh scale can be used as a topical gel to treat all of the following except arthritis, cellulitis, diabetic neuropathy. Schuh scale? Why would I need to weigh my shoes? Don't tell me they're putting a weight limit on shoes at the airport now. First, no luggage over 50 pounds, and now this? Jeez, the place is getting so rigid. You can't get away with anything on a plane anymore. I remember the days when you could light up a cigarette at the same time removing your shoes and socks, really letting those dogs breathe, and sticking them on the armrest of the person in front of you while going to town on some boiled fish fillets. Whew, man, those were the good old days. How is that kind of behavior unacceptable anymore? I just don't get it. Something else I don't get? Using capsaicin, the chemical measured by the SHU Schuh scale that makes peppers spicy, to treat pain-related ailments like arthritis and diabetic neuropathy. I mean, it seems like the stuff that makes a ghost pepper so scary would burn rather than soothe, but what can I say? The world is a crazy place. A place where you can learn about everything from food chemistry to trendy exercise equipment and win some money. Woo! How did you do? How'd it go for you? Were you a little rusty? We did take 2 weeks off. I don't blame you. Did you win? Let me know in the chat right now. I want to shout you out. Either way, you came, you played, you slayed, you displayed your knowledge. Some of you are going to get paid. Don't forget, allow up to 2 weeks for those winnings to make it to your display bank account. And in the meantime, tune in. We got more games tomorrow. Okay, let's shout out some of these amazing scores. Facts Guru. Sounds like you are the Facts Guru because you got a 9 out of 10. Bravo. Who else do we got here? Ashnor Kaur got a 9 out of 10. Steve-O, yeah, this is live, baby. I'm talking to you right now, am I not? Hi. Zeke Campbell, what? Zeke, it's so good to see you. Congratulations on that win. Rialtis got his money. Bravo. I love to see it. Roxy, Velma, oh, so close. 9 out of 10. Fairy does too. A lot of 9 out of 10s tonight. That means you got to come back tomorrow, right? I'm feeling a 10 out of 10 for you tomorrow. Lucky number 7 for K Wanders. Bunny Sita, hello. Good to see you. Jenny girl, you're getting better. 8 out of 10. You don't need an easy game. Look at you. Tim Dozer did not make it. Oh, I'm a 9 out of 10, Michael. I don't know. How do we get that extra point? Let me know. Yeah, not bad for a 2-week break. That's what I like to see. That's the right attitude. Okay, Zane2102, you need money? Well, why don't you tune in tomorrow to find out how to make that money on display? We got a pre-show at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to give away the trivia answer to question 8. Okay, I do that every night. Plus, I'm going to give you tips for how to make money on this app by posting. It's that simple. Thank you all for such a great first night back and a first night in 2022. This has been a blast. I hope you all have a wonderful night. I will see you tomorrow on display.